The coin shown in the image is a 1995 Australian $2 coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse front side. This small yet highly significant piece of Australian currency carries with it decades of history, symbolism, and purpose within the nation's monetary system. First introduced in 1988, the Australian $2 coin replaced the paper $2 note, a move motivated by durability, cost-effectiveness, and modernization of the Australian currency system. By 1995, when this specific coin was minted, it had already become an essential component of everyday transactions across the country. The coin is composed of aluminium bronze, consisting of 92% copper, 6% aluminium, and 2% nickel, giving it a distinct gold-like appearance and making it relatively lightweight and resistant to corrosion. It weighs 6.60 grams and measures 20.50 millimeters in diameter, with a thickness of 3.20 millimeters, making it smaller than the $1 coin despite being a higher denomination, something that has puzzled and intrigued the public and collectors alike. The obverse side, as seen in the image, bears the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ralph Macklouf, whose initials are often subtly included in the design. This particular portrait was first used in 1985 and shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece of jewelry with deep historical connections to the royal family. Around her portrait are the inscriptions: Elizabeth II on the left, Australia on the right, and the year of mintage 1995 below. The depiction of Queen Elizabeth II not only honors Australia's constitutional monarchy under the British Crown, but also reflects the country's colonial past and its ongoing association with the Commonwealth. The inclusion of her likeness on the coin was, and continues to be, a matter of cultural and political debate, particularly in light of the movement towards republicanism in Australia. On the reverse side of the coin, not shown in the image, is the iconic design by Horse Hannah, featuring an Aboriginal elder, a symbolic representation of Australia's indigenous heritage. This figure is accompanied by the Southern Cross constellation and native grass trees, creating a visual statement that emphasizes the ancient and enduring connection of Aboriginal people to the Australian land. While the identity of the Aboriginal elder has never been officially revealed, the design is widely respected for its cultural sensitivity and its recognition of Indigenous Australians within national symbolism. This side also carries a denomination, reading simply $2. The year 1995 saw a standard mintage of these coins by the Royal Australian Mint, where around 22 million units struck for general circulation. While this does not make the coin especially rare, its condition, mint errors, or special strike types, such as proof or uncirculated versions, can greatly influence its collector's value. A regular circulated 1995 coin in good condition holds value mainly equivalent to its face value, but pristine examples or those with die variations may fetch higher prices among numismatists. Some known errors in $2 coins include double strikes, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets, all of which are of great interest to collectors. Over time, coins like the 1995 $2 piece have grown in historical importance. As Australia debates its future role under the monarchy following the death of Queen Elizabeth II, and as coins bearing the effigy of King Charles III begin to enter circulation, the older coins featuring Elizabeth II are becoming more than just legal tender. They are tangible links to a significant era in Australian political and social history. The transition to coins bearing a new monarch will gradually phase out these older designs, increasing interest in them among collectors and historians. This coin thus represents a period of economic stability, cultural complexity, and national evolution. It is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary object, something most people handle without a second thought, can contain layers of meaning and insight into the identity and development of a nation. For collectors, preservation is key. A coin like this should ideally be stored in a cool, dry place, away from moisture and air contaminants that could cause oxidation or tarnish. Handling it with gloves, as seen in the image, it is also recommended to avoid oils from skin affecting the coin's metal surface. Whether kept as a collectible, an educational item, or a nostalgic piece, the 1995 Australian $2 coin remains a fascinating artifact, embodying economic pragmatism, royal heritage, indigenous symbolism, and the narrative of a maturing nation. As such, It continues to hold a distinct place in both the wallets and the hearts of Australians the next top. The Australian $2 coin from 1998 featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a small yet significant piece of modern numismatic history that embodies the cultural, economic, and political landscape of Australia in the late 20th century. Introduced in 1988 to replace the $2 banknote, the coin was part of a broader move toward more durable and cost-effective coinage, as polymer notes, though innovative, still presented issues of longevity for lower denominations. The 1998 issue came at a time when Australia had fully embraced decimal currency for over 3 decades, and the coin itself had already established its place in everyday commerce. Struck in aluminum bronze, the coin weighs 6.6 grams, measures 20.50 millimeters in diameter, and has a distinctive golden color that differentiates it easily from other denominations. The obverse features a familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley and introduced in 1998, the same year this coin was minted. Rank Broadley's portrait replaced the earlier design by Raphael Makhlouf and aimed to present a more realistic and mature image of the monarch. The inscription, Elizabeth II Australia 1998, surrounds the portrait in a circular fashion, with the year placed directly beneath the neckline of the Queen. The obverse design is not just a portrait, but a representation of Australia's historical ties to the British Crown, even as the country steadily defined its own identity within the Commonwealth. The Queen's profile, adorned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, symbolizes continuity, duty, and tradition. Meanwhile, the reverse of the coin, which is not visible in the image but known from standard issues, features the image of an Aboriginal elder, designed by artist Horst Hanna. This depiction is culturally significant and represents the enduring heritage of Australia's First Nations people. The reverse also includes a stylized representation of the Southern Cross constellation and native grass trees, symbols that are deeply Australian in both geography and identity. The decision to include an Aboriginal figure on such a widely circulated coin was both a tribute and a statement, acknowledging Indigenous Australians in the national narrative, even if many have argued it falls short of genuine reconciliation. The reverse design has remained unchanged since its inception, which speaks to its acceptance and iconic status among Australians. In terms of its production, the 1998 $2 coin was minted by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, which is the official producer of Australia's circulating coinage. Mintages for the $2 coin in 1998 were moderate, amounting to several million pieces, ensuring its widespread availability in circulation, yet still offering collectors an opportunity to seek out high-grade examples in uncirculated or proof condition. While not considered rare in general circulation, the coin's value to collectors depends heavily on its condition, with coins showing full detail, original luster, and no signs where fetching a premium in the collector market. As of the current collector climate, circulated examples usually hold face value, unless they are in exceptionally good condition, while proof versions and mint-condition coins are valued higher. Error coins, such as those with off-center strikes or die clashes, are especially sought after by numismatists and can be worth considerably more depending on the nature and severity of the error. The composition of the $2 coin, being 92% copper, 6% aluminum, and 2% nickel, offers not only durability, but also a distinctive look and feel that sets it apart from other world coinage. It is rimmed with interrupted milling, a feature designed to assist the visually impaired in distinguishing it from other coins. Despite its relatively small size, its higher denomination, and weight give a unique tactile presence. The use of aluminum bronze also ensures the coin resists corrosion, contributing to its longevity in circulation. Over time, these coins develop a range of patinas depending on their usage and environment, from bright golden tones to darker, more oxidized finishes. Such variation gives each coin a unique character, even among those of the same date. The introduction of this coin also played a role in reshaping Australians' interaction with money, as it changed the physical makeup of daily transactions and introduced new tactile learning experiences for younger generations and those with visual impairments. In a broader context, the coin reflects the economic stability of Australia in the late 1990s, a time when the country was benefiting from global trade, particularly with Asia, and experiencing solid growth. It was also a time of ongoing cultural reevaluation regarding Australia's identity, colonial past, and future direction, particularly in discussions around republicanism and Indigenous recognition. The choice to maintain Queen Elizabeth II on the coin, even as Republican sentiment simmered, reveals the complexities of national identity in a Commonwealth realm. The 1998 $2 coin therefore sits at a cultural crossroads, anchored in tradition, yet moving toward a more inclusive and distinctly Australian future. Today, over 2 decades since its minting, the 1998 Australian $2 coin continues to serve not only as legal tender, but as a tangible piece of national storytelling. For collectors, historians, and ordinary Australians alike, it is more than metal. It is a miniature archive of political symbolism, cultural representation, and economic pragmatism. Whether found in a coin jar, exchanged across a counter, or preserved in a numismatic folder, this coin remains a vital part of Australia's monetary and cultural landscape, enduring long after its year of issue and continuing to evoke conversation and appreciation.